here. So review again, I imagine the text is reversed, but it's a little book called It Works by RHJ, the famous little red book that makes your dreams come true. You can read it in about 10 minutes. But you know what? This little book, it's actually filled with wisdom. And it's just like a 4-step plan, literally, where you write out what you want 3 times each day, morning, afternoon, night. You think of what you want as often as possible. You don't talk to anyone else about it. And I forget the 4th step. I think there's a 4th step, right? But, and don't discuss the method of accomplishment with him. That's it. Now, you say, Marlon, what's different about this than the Napoleon Hill goal setting, Zig Ziglar goal setting, you know, any of these other products or books or things about goal setting, right? And the answer, or writing down your goals, Grant Cardone writes down his goals. The difference is, I mean, number one, he tells you to do it 3 times a day, but it's interesting because he has a similarity with Grant Cardone. Down the goals every day. He just said, every day write down your goals. And that's kind of like how Grant Cardone is. Grant would write down goals, and some of the goals would change daily. Or if he lost interest in the goal, he would stop writing it down. You know, most goal setting things tell you to have the deadline for its accomplishment, the plan per Napoleon Hill. He doesn't say any of that. He's just like, write down your goals and think about them often. Don't tell anyone about them, right? Now, the funny thing is, this actually works. If you try it, you'll be like, wow, this is bizarre. This actually works. By the way, this little book has been printed 1 million times. All right, 1 million times. Little red book. So the funny thing about it is it actually works. You should try it out, and you'll be shocked. You'll be like, wow, this actually works, right? I believe the reason is because it forces you to focus on what you want and the future, which helps you then align your present with your future. Without doing that, you're going along, you know, like to talk about the rudderless boat. You're going along, you don't have a direction, or you're all over the freaking place. You're just all over the place, right? You've got no real direction. That's so easy to happen. It's real freaking easy to happen. And so what this little book does is it gets you focused on the future, and it helps you align what you're doing today with the future. It's not any more complicated than that. It's like the simplest goal setting book there is. There isn't any simpler, right? Now, is it better than the Napoleon Hill thing of also writing down the deadline, the date for its accomplishment, the plan, blah, blah, blah? Well, you know, they're a little bit different because here's why. You could really do both of them. Napoleon Hill is focused on one goal, and you know, and you're planning it out, you're setting the deadline and everything. These goals, the things you write down here can change every day. They're not set in stone. It's really about focusing on the future and having yourself aligned with goals in the future. That's really what it's all about. And if you just try this little method, again, it's called It Works by RHJ. Divorce Publications publishes it. If you just try the little method, report back to me because I bet you'll find that it works, right? It's funny because people are like, oh, I know that, or blah, 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 but actually try it. Yeah, I know you know it, but actually do this. I mean, like, you know, 3 people popped on and all, oh, yeah, I know that. I already know that, Mark. Yeah, I need to tell you, blah, 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 blah. Don't tell me about the little red book. But he says, write down on paper in the order of importance the things and conditions you really want. Don't be afraid of wanting too much. You know, write them down 3 times a day, morning, noon, night. Think of what you want as often as you want. Don't tell anybody about it. That's it. Those are the laws. Those are the rules. And you can change what you write every day. You're not stuck to the same things. So now, if I wanted to go into the psychology of it, there's a lot of psychology on focusing on the future because it's effortless discipline. You sacrifice in the present because you want to attain a future goal. You want something in the future, so you're more willing to, instead of watching that TV show or eating, half of the cake and you want to lose weight, you're like, no, you know what, I have this goal. It helps you align your current actions with the future, as simplistic as that. So try it. I dare you to just go on Amazon, search It Works by RHJ, get the little freaking booklet, Divorce Publications. And there's a reason it's been in 1 million copies at print. Try it out and just see if it doesn't work for you. I mean, it's basically what Grant Cardone does, except Grant only does it, I think he does it morning and night. He doesn't do it afternoon. Okay, so he does it twice a day instead of 3 times a day. He doesn't put them in the order of importance. In this booklet, he says, write them down in the order of importance, which, is kind of a nice nuance, because that kind of helps you think, okay, what do I want most? And it helps you focus on it. It helps you be more focused on it, right? So, I don't care if you believe in this, you think it's a bunch of hooey, you're like, I already tried goal setting, it didn't work for me. Get the freaking little booklet, It Works, RHJ, the famous little red book that makes your dreams come true, and try it. Try it for like 30 days and just tell me that you weren't surprised. Tell me you weren't surprised. You'll be like, wow. You say, Marlon, what does this have to do with marketing? Well, number one, do you have a little book like this? I don't, and I should have a little book like this that I sell that's really cheap. Like this one's $3 when I bought it. But that has like the most powerful thing you've got. Stick it in a little booklet so that, imagine if you had your own little booklet. It was and they had 1 million of them in print. Imagine that, what that would do to your business. That's number one. Number two, don't make it too long. This one, my average newsletter is longer than this whole booklet. My average MMM on Saturday. The whole booklet's 28 pages. You can get a pack of 100 of them for $180, right? So it needs to be something that people can do and that will actually work, that they can get an actual result with a very, very minimal amount of work. I mean, this is just writing down your goals. This is not like something hard. Like, you don't want to be giving people some really onerous or difficult task. Like, make it something that they can do, but they'll actually see a result with. And I think that's a powerful marketing idea right there. There's your marketing idea out of it. I love that. But the thing has got to work. Whatever you're teaching, it's like your best thing. It's like your best thing that really freaking works. Condense it down into and it needs to be like 3 or 4 step method. Notice this one was 3 steps. 3 or 4 steps, and no more, probably 3, because if it's any longer than that, like I have one that's really great. Maybe I'll put it into a booklet. I already got it written. It's a newsletter. I just need to get it into a booklet. It's called The Miracle of Seed Marketing. Find the need, sow the seed, reap the harvest, and it freaking works. That's probably what I should put into a little booklet, right? Sell it for $3. Boom, right? What do you have? Hey, Wesley, how are you doing, dog? How are you doing, man? Yeah, this little book is great, Wesley. It's like the best freaking little book, and the method really works. It's like stunning. It's really surprising how good the little method works, right? The hardest thing is to stick to it. Now, the question is, what do you want to sell, and then what can you write a little booklet about? That's like the best thing that you like. Let's say you were teaching sales closing. If you were teaching sales closing or telephone sales, it would be the best 3-step little method that you have to close phone sales, and something like that, like this, or to answer objections, or something. Just like the best little deal you got, you can teach really fast so that people will get a result with. What a super powerful little thing, right? What a super powerful little thing. Yeah, but if he just called this tips and tricks about writing down your goals, nobody would snag it, right? But when it's the famous little red book that makes your dreams come true, so what I'm saying is you got to have a catchy title for it. It's got to have like the right title. I think 3 steps that give you a tangible result. results. See, the problem with tips and tricks is you can do them and they may or may not give you a tangible result. What people want is step 1, do this, step 2, do this, step 3, do this, boom, it works, right? Hey, Francis, how are you doing? How's your day doing? This is a great little book, Francis. Have you read it? Have you seen it? It's really the best little book. It's called It Works by RHJ. It's over on Amazon, right? And what a beautiful, wonderful little booklet. But also in terms of marketing, create your own. Create your own little booklet, right? You haven't read it. Yeah, well, snag it. It's really a wonderful book, just a beautiful book, little booklet, and it really works. If you'll just take this little 3-step method and do it, you'll find out it actually works. So you write down on paper the order of importance, the things and conditions you really want. You know, you can change the daily. Add to it, take away from it. It doesn't matter. You ain't got to stick to the same stuff over and over and over. This is not rote repetition. Do it. He suggests 3 times a day, morning, noon, night. Think of it often, and don't tell anyone. Those are the 3 steps. So if you write your own booklet, like 3 steps that are simple, not like hard, right? Not like something hard. So that's what I've got for you guys today. Hope that's useful to you. I love this idea of the little booklet. And I love this little method. If you try it, Francis, you'll be like, holy crap, I'm so shocked. That method actually freaking works. But also very powerful is having your own method in your own little booklet and trying to get it out there in 1,000,000 times in print. Pretty freaking cool. Let people order 100 of them for 180 bucks, right? Or something like that. All right. Hey, you guys, gals, you have a great day. Thank you for joining me. I'll be back again. Take care. Bye, Wesley. Bye, Francis.